The gods do not ask, they take. On the seventh full moon, the oracle spoke with a voice that was not hers. The land is angry, a life must kneel, or all will burn. The crowd fell silent. Then the oracle turned her hollow eyes toward Nkiru. She was marked for sacrifice. Nkiru, the girl who laughed like rain. The girl Oba loved more than breath. Oba was only a boy. No title, no power, no weapon, just love. And love does dangerous things to fear. That night, Oba stood before the shrine of the gods. His knees shook, but his voice did not. Take me instead. The fire in the shrine died instantly. A wind blew outward, throwing him backward. The gods answered with laughter. You are not worthy to die for us. That was the moment Oba stopped begging and started preparing for war. Oba went into the forbidden forest where spirits hunt without mercy. He cut his palm and pressed it to the ancient stone. The forest woke up. Roots moved like snakes. Eyes opened in the dark. A spirit appeared, half smoke, half bone. Mortal, what do you want? Oba whispered. Power enough to defy gods. The spirit smiled. Magic burned into Oba's veins. The forest screamed, and the gods felt it. They sent the first spirit, a giant made of fire and iron. It descended from the sky and crushed trees beneath its feet. Oba raised his hands. Symbols ignited in the air. Fire met fire. The impact split the ground. Oba was thrown, bones cracking but he stood again. He ripped the fire from the spirit's chest and shattered it into sparks. The gods went silent, then furious. They sent 3 spirits this time. One moved like wind, one controlled shadows, one bent reality. Oba fought without rest. He froze time for a heartbeat, stabbed the wind spirit with solid air. The shadow spirit wrapped around his neck. Oba burned himself with raw magic to escape. Reality twisted, blood filled his mouth. Still he fought, because Nkiru was crying somewhere and gods bleed when challenged. At the sacrifice ground, Nkiru was bound. The sky turned black. The god of judgment descended. You cannot win. Oba appeared in flames and dust. He stood between Nkiru and the god. At the sacrifice ground, Nkiru was bound. The sky turned black. The god of judgment descended. You cannot win. Oba appeared in flames and dust. He stood between Nkiru and the god. I don't need to win. I just need you to lose her. The god struck it with lightning. Oba screamed, but did not fall. He absorbed the lightning, turned it into a spear of pure magic, and drove it into the god's chest. The sky cracked open. A god fell. The remaining gods retreated. The shrine collapsed, and Nkiru ran to Oba. He was smiling. Magic was leaking out of him like smoke. I told you I would come. The forest began pulling him back. Power always returns to where it came from. Nkiru cried, "Don't go!" Oba touched her face one last time. Tell them the gods can bleed. And he was gone. The sacrifices ended forever. The gods never demanded again. But deep in the forest, when lightning strikes without rain, people say a boy stands among the trees, waiting, still fighting.